She thought she could make money throwing a festival on land she didn't own. But when my guard dog showed up, her party turned into total chaos. It started with loud music at dawn. I looked out my window and saw colorful tents, food trucks, and crowds swarming on my farmland. I rushed outside stunned. HOA Karen stood on a stage with a microphone, grinning like a queen. "Welcome to the Spring Fun Fest," she announced, as if she owned the place. I pushed through the crowd. "Karen, this is my property. You can't just host a festival here." She smirked. "Oh, relax. This land was unused. I'm bringing the community together. Besides, you should thank me. I'll cut you in for 5% of ticket sales." 5%? I snapped. "Try 100% eviction. Shut this down now." But she waved her hand like I was a nuisance. That's when I smiled, because I knew something she didn't. Behind my barn, my two trained German shepherds, Max and Rex, were waiting. They weren't ordinary pets. They were professional guard dogs, sharp as soldiers and loyal as family. I gave a sharp whistle. Suddenly, barking thundered across the field. The crowd screamed as Max darted between food stalls and Rex leapt onto the stage, baring his teeth at Karen. Vendors dropped trays of food. Kids scattered and tents collapsed in panic. Karen shrieked, dropping her microphone. "Call them off! Call them off!" I stood calmly, arms crossed. This is private land. Trespassers aren't welcome. My dogs are trained to protect it. The chaos was instant. Cotton candy flying, grills tipping, balloons popping as hundreds scrambled to escape. My dogs didn't hurt anyone, but they made sure nobody stayed. When the sheriff's deputies arrived, they found Karen trembling behind the stage, covered in mud. The deputy asked, "Ma'am, do you have written permission for this festival?" Karen stammered, "No, but it was for the community." The deputy shook his head. "Ma'am, you're trespassing, committing fraud, and endangering public safety." Karen tried to blame me, but the sheriff laughed. "He's the landowner. You're lucky his dogs are better behaved than you." By sundown, the field was cleared. Karen was fined heavily, and her so-called festival was the talk of the county. As I patted Max and Rex, I smiled. "Good work, boys. Karen thought she was throwing a party. Turns out she just hosted her own downfall."
I am Liam, and trust me, the next HOA story is even worse. Subscribe now.